I have two sons, and one of them is a really hard worker. Always been really faithful and loyal and hardworking. The other one, kind of a wild streak, I guess. Always dreaming of bigger, better things. Always wanting to go somewhere new, I guess.
I decided that I didn't want to be here anymore, and really wanted to get away and see the world and really experience some other things. So I went to my dad and I was like, "Hey, can I, have my half of the inheritance?"
So my brother decided that this place wasn't good enough for him and that he was ready to move on and he wanted to try other things.
I gave him his inheritance and he went off, Lord knows where.
From my own perspective, it was really hard as a wife, seeing my husband hurt so bad after my youngest son left. And I never realized how much that we loved our son until he left us.
I couldn't believe it when my dad actually gave it to him. He gave it to him and then my brother left. He just left.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I made some bad mistakes. I went out and I basically spent it all and did a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have done, and probably shouldn't have seen, probably shouldn't have spent my money that way, and I didn't have anything left over. I really decided that I was sitting there and I was off, and I was like, there's really no point for me to be going through all this. I should go home and maybe I can just stay at home and I can get a good job or something like that, work something out with my parents. So I decided to go home, and I was actually hitchhiking home, and I got close to home and my dad was waiting for me.
And every day my husband would just run out and go try to look for him and see if he was coming back today. But he never did come back.
I waited every day still on the hill and watched for him. I didn't know that that'd be the day, but I knew someday he'd come back. And one day, finally, he did. It was one of the happiest days of my life. Seeing him come over that hill, ran and embraced him. The sun was home.
He was sitting out on the hill waiting for me, and when I started walking towards the house, he ran to me. It was just amazing, and just the love. He loved me so much. I couldn't imagine it.
And it's been a long time since I'd seen that look in my husband's eyes where he just felt complete and utter joy and was just complete again.
He really wanted to come work for Dad. I couldn't believe that's actually what he wanted. But what I can't believe even more is how my dad reacted to it. My dad ran out to him before he had time to finish asking to work for him.
Biggest feast we've ever thrown. Oh, it was great.
And then that night, we threw the biggest party. It was awesome. Everybody was there.
Next thing I knew, I show up and there's a party going on, and my dad had killed the fattened calf, the best calf we had. My dad was so happy he was back, but all I could wonder about is, where was he for the past years?
Of course, my other son was a little jealous. Didn't understand why make such a big deal of the rebel son. Thought he should have more, but no, your son's home. How can you not celebrate that?
I don't know how things are going to go between us. I guess we'll just have to see.
I looked at my dad and I said, "What's going on? I've worked so hard for you." My dad was just too happy with him being back to really even listen to me. My brother doesn't deserve this.